Hello and welcome to the Tinkercards video gallery. Today I'm working with the ARTplorations Clouds Stencil to explore a couple of different ways of creating a sky. So you can also do the obvious thing. This is the stencil itself. Sorry, backtrack, yeah. This is the stencil itself, and then you also get these little cloud shapes, so you can use them individually, or you can actually use them in a different way of building a sky. So I've got a couple of ways in mind that I want to explore. So the most obvious one would just be use the clouds and just want some ink inside them, which is not quite what I want to do today. I'm just going to, I've got some blue ink here on the side, and I'm just going to use one of the clouds and then just keep on layering it and moving it about. I'm starting at the bottom here, and I work my way upwards. I suppose I could also start at the top and work my way down, but I think it's better starting at the bottom. And I got a die cut shape here which I want to add once I'm done. So I need to start pretty low down here. So I'm just going to use this one, and what I'm going to do is I'm just using it like this, and I'm just sponging some ink in there, and I'm just using a dried baby wipe, which I find is one of the best things for this type of use. So that is one, and you don't have to go heavy, you just sort of do it quite lightly. I wouldn't need anything right here, but I'll do it anyway to get my pattern going. So I'm just going to move it slightly across, so over where I got the highest shape there, so that I use that as my starting point for the next one. And you can use as much or as little ink as you want to. I mean, I tend to prefer using inks sparingly when I do these sort of things, to get a sort of quite a sort of subtle type of background. This is where I need to move my ink pad. So let's just see. Just add a little bit in here. And then we're doing this here again. And you don't have to be very close to the previous row that you did. So you can use this to sort of just build a sky for any sort of coloured in projects, and you get this sort of almost like nice scalloped sky type of pattern. So any colour project, if you like colouring ditchy stamps or any other stamps, you can just fussy cut them and put them straight on, and it will look quite sweet. You can stamp over it, of course, as well. This is sort of the first time that I'm doing this. I've sort of roughly tried it, but not on as big a piece of paper as or card as I got here. So I'm not even quite sure what the finished result will look like myself. But I thought it would be just quite fun to try it out anyway. You don't have to absolutely line it up. You can just even go a little bit lower and add some colour. And the colour doesn't have to be desperately even either. Come here. Because clouds haven't got a very even shading, so it could just be quite nicely sort of mottled. That might add just a different interest to it. You can go a little bit heavier like I've done here. And that's pretty much it here now. So that is one sky, and if I pop this here now on there, you can see that it's given that sort of depth that I'm looking for. And then I got like a little house pattern that I got here, so which I might make into a card. So that is one way of using the stencil, where you actually use the open bit. But I'm now going to try and get a very similar effect with just using one of the little cloud shapes, and see what that will look like. So again, I've got another piece of card here, so let's put that to one side. And I think I'll work with one that is slightly wider than this, because you have to work off the cloud onto the card. So let's just see. I might just use this one here, and let's just see where that takes me. So I'm going to use it that way round, and I'm going to sponge. No, let's turn the card later on upside down. I'm just going to start at the top, and I'm going to sponge down that way. See what it will look like. Just try that. That's very light what I've done here, so I probably have to go a little bit darker. Looks actually rather nice, quite dreamy, this one. So let's just go here. And there, and just a little in here. Oh, I do like this. I like this way of actually better. It sort of looks more like a cloudy sky. I'm going to raise it up towards the camera in a little bit, because I'm not quite sure. I can't really see it on my screen here, whether you get a really good view of this or not. Just let me go a little bit further with getting these clouds done. Right, and then let's just do a little bit more here, I think. Right, so can you see this with the camera? I hope you can. It's a very lovely, very subtle type of cloud. Yeah, if I hold it like that and if I turn it, you probably get to see this. I'm going to try and zoom into my card a bit more for you to, yeah, here you go. You should get this quite well now. So you get this really nice, lovely, sort of very soft type of sky pattern. Okay, so I shall just get a couple of cards done with these, and you can see this online in this coming Thursday, which I think is about the 5th of February, how I finished off the cards. So I'll probably do something with the houses, or I might use City Girl, or even some shoes or whatever. I haven't quite made up my mind yet. There are loads of possibilities as to how you can use these sort of this lovely light sky type of background. Okay, thank you for watching. Tune in soon again. Thanks. Bye.